There is just so much noise out there, especially when it comes to buying cars. Well, there are so many people telling you so many things. In fact, with the GSE reforms, it's getting even more confusing. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to cut through all that clutter. I'm going to save you months of research and of course sleepless nights and target on the 15 lakh budget. Yes, I'm going to tell you which are the cars under 15 lakh that actually stay true to their promise. But before I do that, like, follow, subscribe to Acco Drive. So let me break it down into three parts: hatchbacks, sedans and SUVs. So you have a clear outlook on exactly what you're looking for. Let's start with hatchbacks. And of course, the first hatchback that comes to mind is the Maruti Suzuki Baleno. The 1.2 liter actually delivers on its promise of providing 88 bhp, which is good enough in city conditions. And yes, it cruises well on highways too. Now, there is also the point of mileage. The mileage is over 20 kilometers per liter, and that's good too. Now, yes, you get the petrol automatic, which is actually the AMT, and the manual. Which one would you prefer? It's up to you and the style of driving. But you get added features like 360-degree camera and even a heads-up display. That's pretty cool at that price point. The second one is the Hyundai i20. Now, it fits your bill perfectly because if you want something with style, if you want something with a bit more panache, that's your car. And yes, you get premium features like a 10.25-inch screen, you get 16-inch alloy wheels, and of course there is that N-line variant too, which you can go in for. And though the engine might churn out just 82 bhp, it still provides good bang for your buck because it's fun to drive. Now the third one is the Tata Altroz, and it's the only one in this entire segment to get a 5-star rating, a crash test rating, and you've seen those crash test ratings on our channel too. Now it's the only hatchback in the segment that gets LED fog lamps with cornering assist and of course flush door handles. That's a styling feature that you won't see in any other car. Could there have been more power on offer? Yes, definitely. But well, it still does its job. In fact, if you wanted peace of mind on wheels, that's your car. Now on to sedans, because you need that extra boot space for life surprises, right? Let's get on with the first one. Maruti Suzuki Dzire. It's a no-brainer now, especially after the company received a 5-star rating from Global NCAP and also from Bharat NCAP. It's interesting to see how this entire car has evolved into becoming what it is right now. It delivers on efficiency. More than 25 kilometers per liter according to ARAI. That's what the Dzire delivers. And you know what? That 1.2 liter K-series engine produces good amount of power, which is good enough for cities as well as for highways. It's actually like getting a premium sedan experience at hatchback price. So yes, the Dzire is desirable. Next up is the gentleman of sedans, the Honda City. It has worked very well for the company, and even though it has competition from the likes of the Hyundai Verna, the Skoda Slavia and even the Volkswagen Virtus, well, it has stayed its ground. It is sophisticated, it's reliable and never out of place. Yes, it starts at around 12 lakh rupees, but you know what? You are paying for reliability, good service, and of course, good driving dynamics. Features like Honda sensing and even adaptive cruise control are part of the package, but that car might just be above your budget. So, one below that, yes, that's a great car to have. Now, the third sedan here is, of course, the Hyundai Verna. It's a geek car, for sure. It looks very different, and looks can be polarizing. You would love the design, You will hate the design. And though it starts at 10,69,000 rupees, it has so much to offer, including the dual 10-inch screens inside the car. And if you want more power, there is a 1.5-liter turbo, which produces a massive 160 bhp. So yes, you have performance, you have practicality, and you have enhanced dynamics. And of course, there is the 5-star rating it got as well. On to the longer list now, because this one covers SUVs, right from the micro to the compact. Right, let's start with the Tata Nexon because it has so much to offer in that segment. It is one of those cars where you get good amount of options. You have petrol, diesel and CNG too. While prices start just above 7 lakh rupees, you do get a performance-oriented car with good driving dynamics and excellent gadgets on the inside. So yes, bigger screens on the inside and better experience in the cabin. And you don't have to worry about safety because it has a 5-star global NCAP rating, even a Bharat NCAP rating as well of 5 stars, 6 airbags on offer and so many other gadgets to keep you safe inside the car. So it is the safety champion and it should be an option in the choices you're making as far as the SUVs are concerned. Next up is the Maruti Suzuki Fronx. And you know what? Why some might say that, you know what, I do not want a Baleno on stills. You might still want to know more about the car because there is more than what meets the eye. It has a turbo petrol engine that punches out close to 98 bhp and it's great on roads. In fact, even the automatic is a good choice to have. Just like in the Baleno, you get a heads-up display 360-degree camera right on the top-end model, and it does make sense even practically because you get decent amount of boot space as well. But a more complete bang for your buck kind of SUV is the Mahindra XUV. It's surprising and well, the facelift just adds another layer to it all. While it's a little more expensive than say the Fronx, it still undercuts the Nexon, and that's where it probably gets a lot of buyers. Now, while the MX-1 variant, that is the base variant, has a lot already, the MX-2 variant actually makes a lot of sense here. In fact, it's from the MX-2 variant that you get the 10.24-inch touchscreen infotainment system. And at the very top, you have level 2 ADAS. But on the safety front, you have 6 airbags, ESC, seatbelt reminders, the lot. In fact, what makes the 3XO more interesting is the introduction of the RevX variant, which definitely needs your attention. So check out that video that we did on the RevX variant of the Mahindra 3XO on our channel. Next up is the Hyundai Creta. Well, it is the king of this segment, the indomitable king, so to say, because it is one of the most sought after cars, and that is because it brings a lot to the table. It brings in efficiency, it brings in performance, it brings in good build quality, and it also brings in a ton of features. While it may not have the safety rating that you want from this car, but still, it ticks all the right boxes and is a hit with most of the family members because of its looks and its practicality. Finally, the newcomer, the Maruti Suzuki Victoris. It is Maruti's first SUV to get 5 stars at both Bharat NCAP and Global NCAP. And of course, under the new protocol, which is a bit more stringent. You also get a lot of different powertrain options. Petrol CNG, strong hybrid, mild hybrid. And of course, the SUV comes packed with features, safety and otherwise. You have 6 airbags, as I said, level 2 ADAS, a 10.1-inch touchscreen infotainment system, and you also have Suzuki Connect, which is the company's connected car technology. But it's the multiple powertrain options that really get you, because you have the strong hybrid, you have the mild hybrid, you have CNG, and you have petrol. And of course, in that, you also have the all-grip 4x4. Of course, the one big problem in all of this is that all the engines are tuned for efficiency. So those figures that you see on your screen right now, well, those are impressive for sure. But drivability, yeah, a little compromised. So what's the bottom line? Best overall value. Maruti Suzuki Dzire, because it's maximum features, minimum price, and maximum miles per rupee. Best for the safety conscious? Tata Nexon, or even the Maruti Suzuki Victoris. Best for tech lovers? Well, it's the Honda City or even the Hyundai Verna. Best for efficiency? Well, there's just one name there, right? Maruti Suzuki. And you can go for the Fronx or even the Victoris. Remember, the best car is what fits your budget. Don't just follow trends. Follow your heart and your wallet, of course. And if you have any questions, we have our podcast of which car to buy, where you can ask all your questions. So subscribe now, ask your questions in the comment section below, and we'll happily answer them all.